again, Twin Peaks fans. Welcome to Ghostwood, the Twin Peaks podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Charles Skaggs, in the basement of solitude once again, ready to talk some Twin Peaks: The Return with one of the best people on the planet we call Earth.
Aw.
Xan Sprouse. How you doing,
Thank
Xan?
you, Charles.
How you doing, Xan?
I'm doing much better after that introduction. I don't know how anybody could be anything but awesome after hearing something so awesome from someone so awesome.
Well, there's... Who else is here? Wait, what? Is he bigger than me?
Sure, you just said that, Charles.
Is he bigger than me? I don't know. But anyway, welcome to Ghostwood, everybody. Here at episode 62, we're going to talk case files, and which, of course, is part 5 of Twin Peaks: The Return, which just came out, on June 4th, 2017. Written, of course, by Mark Frost, David Lynch, directed by David Lynch, yada yada, you know how that goes.
Yep.
But a lot of characters in this one. A lot of new characters, some good, some bad. Some you just want to punch in the face.
Oh, and some you've been wanting to punch in the face for 30 years. Seriously.
True. But it's going to be a lot of fun to talk about this one. Xan and I, before we get started, though, I want to mention that Xan and I got to see some more David Lynch movies over the weekend, or at least a David Lynch movie.
Yes, we did.
We got to see Mulholland Drive on the big screen, you guys.
We did. The Studio 35 Directors Series, presented by Mike McGrainer, did Mulholland Drive, which, as I have said before and will say again, is hands down the best Billy Ray Cyrus movie of all time.
And after watching that scene with you, I totally understand why you say that. It's
so funny. He's so funny in that.
Because I've only seen Mulholland Drive like once before.
Okay.
This screening. Or no, I'm sorry, gotcha. twice before. This is my third time seeing the movie.
Okay.
So like I knew what was going on, like what was going to happen. Like I know when the hobo lady pops out, in that big jump scare moment.
Yeah, it still gets me.
Yeah, but even though I'm just like waiting for it, going okay, she's coming. But the Billy Ray Cyrus, maybe there's just part of me that just kind of tunes that out, so that when it actually happens on the screen, I'm like, oh my God, that's right, Billy Ray Cyrus is in this movie. Holy crap for crap, man!
Holy crap! Yep.
So that was fun, and obviously you were into it. You were laughing your ass off on that.
Oh, it's just so funny. I mean, he's what's his name? Thoreau comes home to find his wife in bed with Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah. Justin Thoreau.
And he's he's really mad, and she's yelling at him, and Billy Ray Cyrus is like, he's probably upset. Like, he totally understands. Like, I'm in his bed. He's probably mad.
Yeah, the guy cheating on his wife is actually being sympathetic toward, the husband.
He's probably upset.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he goes and gets her jewelry box and dumps hot pink paint on it.
Right.
And then Billy Ray Cyrus goes to,
pull him off, and
he's like, hey, way to treat your wife, man. I don't care what she's done. And I just think his sense of morality is just hilarious. Like, really, where are you getting your concepts?
Exactly. Yeah, it's like, maybe you're missing the point where you're cheating on my wife, or your wife. My wife is cheating on me with you.
You need to get the hell out of my house, like, right now.
It's like
I don't know.
Am I piercing the void here, Billy Ray? What's up with that?
Like, have you seen Silver Linings Playbook?
I'm trying to think.
Okay, it's Bradley Cooper.
Okay.
And Jennifer Lawrence.
I think I have seen that movie.
And he's living at home after having been in a mental institution.
Is that the one? That's the one with Robert De Niro, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Then I have seen that. Yes.
Well, the reason he's in a mental institution is that he almost beat a man to death.
Right.
Because he comes home from work one day to find this guy in the shower with his wife, and Bradley Cooper and his wife's wedding song is playing on the stereo.
Right.
Okay. So he confronts them, And this man, who is standing bare-ass naked in Bradley Cooper's house with Bradley Cooper's wife, looks Bradley Cooper square in the eye and says, "I think you should leave, man." And I'm like, I'm not saying anybody should beat anybody up to the point of almost killing them, but I'm just saying I understand.
Right. It's kind of justified at that moment.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Whereas I think Billy Ray Cyrus would have been like, yeah, I should go.
Yeah.
I think he at least understands his own role in things a little bit better, you know?
Right. And of course we felt bad for Naomi Watts' Betty.
No, I feel so bad for Betty.
Because she makes the classic error of opening the mystery box.
I have such sights to show you.
Don't open that mystery box.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't seen Mulholland Drive, it's basically if David Lynch directed Hellraiser.
Right. Silencio.
Mm-hmm.
So
we did get to hear Rebecca Del Rio do her version of Crying, which is amazing.
It is amazing because, for one thing, it's in Spanish. Mm-hmm. So at first you're like, wait, I kind of know that song, and then we're like, oh my God, it's Roy Orbison's Crying.
Oh, this is the greatest.
This is the best ever. And of course, because with Rebecca Del Rio, who we talked about, has like 3 octaves in her range. Yeah. It's just so amazing.
Oh yeah.
And just the performance, the vocal performance. And of course, it's, how many years ago? What? 18 years ago, so she was like much more in her prime than she was on, not that she was horrible by any means on Twin Peaks The Return, quite the opposite, but she's even better.
Mm-hmm. But the two characters are sitting in a theater just listening to her, and just they're both crying, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much what happens when you first hear this song.
It's not exactly the happiest upbeat song, is it?
No, it's not, but it's just so gorgeous too. So.
You know who also does a great version of this?
Who does?
Katie Lang. If you've listened to Roy Orbison's King of Hearts CD, his album, he does a duet with Katie Lang, where she basically she takes the lead in the vocals. Nice. And she just kills it. I mean, just powerful as all get out.
Katie Lang, who, by the way, was imitated by Kyle MacLachlan on Saturday.
This is true. Yep. I think they go to the same hairstylist, but
I think they do, and it works for both of them. They're both very attractive people.
It does. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, if you've never heard the Katie Lang version of Crying, go listen. Give it a spin. Highly recommend.
You have Spotify homework.
Exactly. Highly recommended by yours truly. One of my favorite songs on that album, by the way, which is a great album too. All right,
it's Roy Orbison. Anything
exactly. You can't go wrong with Roy Orbison. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so anything else about Mulholland Drive before we move on? I mean, there wasn't really that much to it. We didn't stay for the special features because it was 2:30 in the bloody morning.
Because we're old and we got sleepy.
Well, and I had my Titan Talk podcast not like 8 hours later, so I had to get some Z's.
That's Titans, man.
Titan Talk, man. Yeah, gotta get priorities, right? Gotta make
things have to happen in the world of Titan Talk.
Gotta make the podcast.
I made the podcast.
Got to make the podcast. So, all right. So back to Twin Peaks: The Return. Like I said, this has got a lot of new people, a lot of old people, a lot of our old favorites returning in this one. Mm-hmm. So this time, of course, we get the return more of Russ Tamblyn as Dr. Jacoby. We get the return of the late, great Peggy Lipton, who I was very glad got a nod in the In Memoriam segment of the Emmys on Sunday.
Oh, did she? I didn't watch the Emmys, so
I did. I tweeted about it, and I'm just like, Peggy Lipton got the In Memoriam.
She's television history, man.
And even better, it was as Norma Jennings, not as from the Mod Squad.
Not the Mod Squad, it was Norma Jennings? Oh my God, that's even better.
That was even better, yes. So I got to give props to the Emmys on that one.
She's a big deal, with the Mod Squad and Twin Peaks, and she is Rashida Jones's mother.
Right. I thought for sure if they were going to show her, they would have shown her for the Mod Squad. Nope. Twin Peaks, baby.
You would think so, but
Yep. So I was very happy
I'm
about that.
really, really excited they did that.
Wendy Roby, we get the return as Nadine Hurley, although it's kind of more like a quick cameo in this one. But she's back. We get the return of Mädchen Amick as Shelly blank. Because
Shelly. I wonder what her last name is now.
Yeah, Shelly ? Because
Shelly's still hanging out with the wrong guys.
Yep. But it turns out she's got a new surname.
Mm-hmm. She does.
She does, and it's a pretty big one, and it's one that a lot of us were hoping for. So.
Yep. Well, it's better than Johnson.
Yep. We get another great scene with David Patrick Kelly as Jerry Horne, blazing a trail, literally.
Yep.
We get the debut of Eamon Farren as the horrible Richard Horne.
I was reminded recently of when I did a post to Ghostwood where I was doing an image search for him.
Yeah.
And a young David Patrick Kelly came up in the image search.
Well, it's like, they are...
I was like, all right.
Yep. They are...
I can sort of see this family resemblance here, but, it's fictional, but I can still see it.
They are granduncle and grandnephew, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We get the introduction of Amanda Seyfried as Shelley, or I'm sorry, what am I saying? Becky Burnett.
It's Becky Burnett.
Becky Burnett.
Not the porn star from Boogie Nights.
Yeah, who has like the biggest smile outside of Cheryl Lee in Twin Peaks.
Yeah, pretty much.
As we find out in this episode.
Yep, pretty much.
Caleb Landry Jones gets introduced as Stephen Burnett, whom some of you may remember as Banshee in X-Men First Class.
Oh, yeah. That's
Caleb.
Right.
Yeah, when he was much less douchey and much less a loser. We get the return of Gary Hirschberger as
we don't want to talk about that.
Mike the bonehead boyfriend Nelson.
Mr. Bonehead boyfriend. God.
We get the introduction of Candy Clark as Doris Truman.
Oh, yeah.
Frank Truman's hen-pecking wife.
Yeah.
Not a good look for Mrs. Truman.
Mm-mm. No, not a good look at all.
No.
Probably better than Josie.
Yeah.
When we're going to talk about the brothers picking their mates, but, just less deadly.
Exactly. We get the return of Andrea Hayes as Heidi after far too long.
Mm-hmm.
So she's obviously been starting up the old man.
She can't get a car started.
Yep. Too busy starting up the old man. Marv Rosen as Toad.
Toad.
Who gets the dedication for the episode.
Sadly, yes.
Yep. Let's see. We get the introduction of Don Murray as Bushnell Mullins.
Bushnell Mullins.
Dougie's boss at with the Lucky Seven.
Famous boxer / insurance mogul.
Exactly. Yeah, and then we get the introduction of a lot of Dougie's co-workers at the Lucky Seven Insurance. So we get Tom Sizemore as Anthony Sinclair.
He's up to no good.
Elena Satine as Rhonda, who you see every so often in something.
Yep.
Yeah, she was actually Mira on Smallville back in the day.
Oh, was she? Okay.
Yeah. So we get the return of David Dastmalchian as Pit Boss Warwick, and we get the introduction of Robert Nepper and Jim Belushi as the Mitchum boys, Rodney and Bradley Mitchum.
Oh, yes.
So, of course, that means the debut of Amy Shields as Candy. along with
Bloody Mary.
Along with Mandy and Sandy, we get. Unfortunately, we have the return of John Piricello as Chad.
Chad.
We get the return of
you, Chad.
Nefessa Williams as Jade. And the introduction of Ernie Hudson as Colonel Davis and Adele Renee as Lieutenant Cynthia Knox, his assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And
because
go ahead.
Major Briggs' fingerprints are top secret and top priority.
And you have to think that his last name Davis has to be a nod to Don S. Davis.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Because he kind of fulfills the role. I think if Don S. Davis had still been alive, he probably would have performed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of right. He probably would have played.
The whole government, U.S. Air Force, Project Blue Book connection.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And lastly, and certainly last, we get the return of Haley Gates as drugged out mom. 119. Yep. So enjoy the lovely Haley Gates as drugged out mom, drugged out mother.
She's much better than this usually.
The character is so bad she doesn't even get a proper name. Just drugged out mother.
Yeah.
Just drugged out mom. That's all she deserves.
Yeah, and hopefully that's what's going to be on the paperwork for children's services pretty soon.
Right. Yeah. So if you feel like making a call to CPS while you're watching this episode with us, feel free.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. I'm not sure if they'll respond to a complaint from 2017, but
for a fictional character.
For a fictional character that's on whatever device you're watching this on, but hey, go for it. See what happens.
Liven it could be like those crazy people that think that soap operas are real.
Right.
I mean, it could be like I can only think of like super old analogies, like Brooke Shields, who thinks Dr. Drake Ramori is real on Friends, or I
almost did a spade tag, you guys.
Or awesome. My God, what's her name? Marion. What's the mom's name on Happy Days? It's Marion.
Marion Ross.
Marion Ross, or you could be like Marion Ross on Night Court when Night Court gets broadcast on public access and she thinks it's real.
That's funny. God, I haven't thought about that episode in forever.
Yeah.
This is why I love talking to you, because you like the obscure trivia that's like lurking deep within your mind is astounding to me.
It just bubbles up to the surface for no reason. It's crazy.
It's mesmerizing.
Well, like before we started recording, Charles, I gave you a trivia question.
This is true. Yeah. Why don't you share that trivia question?
Well, I was telling Charles that before we started the podcast, I was just sort of decompressing a little after work, and I was watching Wayne's World, which was on cable.
Party on.
And, I haven't seen it in years, and it is an excellent movie. It's just exquisite.
Still holds up.
It's fantastic. But it has 2 Twin Peaks actors in it.
Yeah, and I was completely stumped about who it's been a long time since I've seen Wayne's World, so I'm dying to know who that is, because it's killing me.
Well, I'm going to tell you the most obscure one first.
Okay.
And it is that Don Amendolia plays the announcer after Wayne's World goes corporate and they get their like sponsored show.
Right.
So he's in it for 5 minutes, but that of course Emery Battis
right
is in Wayne's World.
Does he still have his vacuum fetish?
I don't know. He's just in the booth, so it's quiet on set. But this next one you're going to kick yourself for.
Yeah.
Lara Flynn Boyle.
Seriously?
Wayne, if you keep treating me like this, you're going to lose me. Remember, she's his girlfriend at the beginning that keeps coming around? Oh, my God,
you're right. How did I not remember that?
I don't have a gun, let alone several guns, to constitute the need for a gun rack.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's epic.
Which is quite possibly my favorite line from Wayne's World. Let alone several guns to constitute the need for a gun rack.
Well, you know
Wayne, if you keep treating me like this, you're going to lose me. I already lost you.
Well, you know what this connection means, don't you?
What's that?
The Twin Peaks connection means we have a gateway to talking about Wayne's World on Ghostwood.
I think that's a great idea.
I mean, yeah, that kind of might be stretching the format a little bit.
Stretching it a little bit.
Just a tad. But it's possible.
Yeah. I still think, if Alice Cooper can be in John Carpenter movies, why can't he be in David Lynch movies?
Right.
And
now I want to see the David Lynch version of Wayne's World.
Oh, my goodness.
Like the Bohemian Rhapsody in the car scene would be all slowed down, going, I see a little silhouette of a man, Scaramouche.
Yeah. And
that would be epic, you guys.
It would end on a little bit more of a downer, but still, yeah. So if you haven't revisited Wayne's World in a while, or if you're young and you were born after all the rage on Saturday Night Live, I think you should find that and watch it because it's fabulous.
Yeah, it's a nice little trip back in time.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right. So if everybody's ready, we should go ahead and talk about Twin Peaks: The Return Part 5.
Let's do it.
Case files. So for everybody playing the home game, if you want to sync up your iPads or Blu-ray players or not your phones, because you shouldn't be watching Twin Peaks on a phone, you guys. Give it its respect. At least
if you're on the train, though, I can't blame you.
If you're on the train, yeah. If you're solo, but try at least.
If you're commuting, go ahead.
But Twin Peaks really needs to be watching at least a little larger screen, like an iPad, if nothing else.
Yeah.
But so I'm at the 1 minute 32 second mark, where it's completely
just after we stopped spinning on the floor.
Yep, and now it's black. So and now it's dark. So just after the spinning chevron 4, like Xan said. So let me put in my earbuds. All right. So I'm good to go. And providing we're good on your end, Xan.
I'm good to go.
All right. So let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Doink.
Boom.
Boom.
All right. We got a little bit
instrumental music.
Instrumental music in Las Vegas.
Viva
that, by the way,
Las
is the
Vegas.
Stratosphere standing up very high. This right here is off of Fremont.
Right.
Stratosphere, by the way, I believe you can get a room for $49. Don't stay there.
I think we're listening to Johnny Jewel's The Flame, if I'm not mistaken, at this point.
Nice.
That's what our intro music was.
Nice. So these idiots are still waiting around for Dougie because he leaned over when Jade drove away. These guys kind of remind me of the guys who come to pee on the dude's rug.
Right.
In The Big Lebowski. Where they're like...
I'm a good man. The
blunted
beats.
This guy supposed to be a millionaire? Yeah, so...
a.k.a. the Ike the Spike theme.
Ike the Spike.
Yep.
He's pretty badass.
Yeah, but we don't get to see him till next episode.
Yeah, and...
So this is Lorraine, who is essentially like the hit coordinator of hitmen.
Mm-hmm.
And, she's trying to... she's got this device.
A really old BlackBerry is what that is.
Okay, I couldn't tell if it was like a pager or what.
Yeah, it's a really old BlackBerry. My friend Dave has one of those.
Yeah.
He just still has it laying around for some reason. And
but we think it's like this connects all the way to Buenos Aires.
Look out.
And
yeah, see, told you.
Argent 2. Or she types 2, then Argent, really.
Yeah. Oh, who's hungry? Yeah. Took me a while.
Who's up
for a someone cut this man's head off.
Who's up for a chop steak, guys? Oh.
Somebody needs to introduce her to Albert, like, right now.
These two crazy kids. We got to get these two crazy kids together.
I think that would be extraordinarily bad.
Define bad.
Imagine all life as you know it. Every molecule in your body exploding at the speed of light.
Okay, that's bad.
Okay. Good important safety tip.
Thanks, Egon.
Oh, this is a ring.
Don't take the ring.
The ring.
Yeah. A ring.
So don't touch it. Oh, you don't know where it's been. I like that
Constance.
She's sarcastic and she tells dad jokes.
Right.
How did Dougie Jones's ring get in?
One ring to rule them all, one ring to bind them. Oh.
And in the darkness find them.
And then in the darkness find them.
Yeah. Everything's just all over the place in this world.
Mr. C and the Slammer.
Yeah.
With a surprisingly clean toilet.
Yeah. I think he just puked everything.
Right.
So I don't think he's had to go anytime soon.
I wonder if he had to brush his teeth.
Well, there's no mirror, so how much damage can he possibly do?
No, there's a mirror.
Is there?
Yeah, a little one.
In a jail cell?
Yeah, in this one.
Who puts mirrors in jail? That's a bad idea.
Because remember that certain reflection that comes up?
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
And now food is coming.
It's coming very slowly, but it's coming. Not like old waiter coming slow.
No,
But...
not like that. Not like that kind of slow coming. You know what? What are you paying for it? Fill up my glass of orange juice.
And now I want orange juice. Looks like you got some nice toast on there too.
Yeah, I want some watermelon. That looks good.
Yeah, there's a little slice there.
Oh yeah, there's a mirror. That's a bad idea, y'all.
You would think that putting like a mirror that prisoners could smash would be a bad idea.
Yeah, that's like a shiv waiting to happen.
Right. Shards of glass, anyone? Just saying.
Shards of glass. Oh God.
Uh-oh. It's the flashback to Bob and Doppelganger Cooper laughing in the Black Lodge. And Xan cannot see.
Oh,
and then here's Cooper smashing his head into the mirror.
Don't do it.
Oh, now you're gonna lose your room deposit.
He still has the key. You know they've been charging him.
And here's a very cool morphing scene.
Yeah, this is very, very creepy.
Where we kind of get sort of Frank Silva to appear in Twin Peaks: The Return.
Yeah, I wish he could have. Yeah, we know.
You're still with me.
You're so evil.
And that's good. Boom. Oh no, it's Devo.
Oh boy.
Everybody.
Oh my God, it's a good thing.
So now here's Here's Donna's bonehead boyfriend, Mike.
Yeah, Donna's bonehead boyfriend. All right.
Who's apparently moved up in the world to like insurance guy. I think it's an insurance company, isn't it?
No, he's cars, used cars.
Oh, that's right, used cars. So yeah, he's got a used car empire.
Yeah.
As most high school football players end up doing.
Yeah. So as much as I hate Mike,
right?
I hate Stephen more.
You gotta hate Stephen more, right?
Yeah, you gotta hate Stephen more.
Because for one thing, Mike's older here, like, and presumably he has his act together.
Yeah, Mike is at least, holding a job.
Yeah.
And he hasn't, as far as I know,
right,
necessarily gotten anybody hooked on
drugs lately.
Heroin.
Yeah, yeah.
I know he helped Bobby sell some cocaine back in the day. But this is heroin. Okay? Yeah. Cocaine is just kind of what everybody did in the 80s. Yeah, it takes one to know one, bonehead.
Right. Well, I think the whole ironic thing is, like, that's pretty much where Mike used to be back in the day.
Mike was still a little bit more together, though, I think.
Right, but still, he was still dealing drugs.
Because even Bobby, he was the drug dealer, but remember he got his act together to go work for Benjamin Horne.
Right.
So even Bobby was able to figure things out a little bit better than Steven. Steven's just worthless. And he's not, and, I'm just pulling out all of my favorite quotes tonight, Charles. And to quote my favorite line from Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, "You ain't even that good looking."
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I'm in the office.
Right. So, here's where we feel really bad for Frank.
Yeah.
Considering who he's married to. This is Doris, everyone. She's a charmer.
Okay, I have a question. Who has diarrhea, and how did they get up in the cupboard?
Right.
And is there going to be diarrhea in the cupboard?
Yeah.
I don't quite know who these people are.
She's really obsessing over this black mold.
Well, black mold is deadly.
It is.
I'd like to shout out to my BFF Shelly, who's got a leaking pipe right now. She's got to deal with that, and it's in a condo, so she's having to coordinate with insurance and neighbors and.
Yep.
All my love
as someone who lives in a condo, I sympathize.
Yeah, that's the thing. She lives in this weird condo that's like they're like intertwined levels. Mm-hmm. So I remember the first time I stayed with her, I remember thinking, "Oh, somebody's awake upstairs," and I went upstairs, nobody's awake. It was the neighbors because it was like their main floor was between her main floor and her base. It was really weird.
That is weird. All right.
So,
And Frank is just, by this point in this stage in the relationship, he just tunes all this out. It's just
Well,
like, yes, honey, whatever. Yes, I agree with you. I'm on it. I'm on it. Trust me.
he's very zen about some things.
He is, and
Yeah.
that's kind of like why I like Frank. He does have a very zen approach to it.
Yep, he does. He's like, you know what? I'm doing what I can. Also, I'm the damn sheriff, okay? And I know this is a really small town, but we're running drugs somewhere in this town between here and Canada, so I have things to do. Hey, it's a red door.
And I think it's Frank's inability to be flummoxed by her that just drives her insane.
I think it flummoxes her.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And so I think maybe that's his revenge is like as hysterical as she is, he plays it does a complete 180 from that, and it drives her insane.
You know what I'm thinking? If I can find a green jacket like this, I'm going to do this for Halloween.
You got to go as Dougie for Halloween?
Yeah, just green jacket and a tie on my head. It'd be really easy.
That would be epic, by the way.
You know, carry around a big sack of money with a dollar sign on it.
I still wanted to see you as Senorita Dido, though.
Oh, that is way too much fancy clothing.
You just
Yeah,
you want to keep it lo-fi.
Last year I did a Joy Nash costume. I could do another one this year.
There you go.
So yeah, last year I was Plum from Dietland. So
If you find this jacket, I want to know where you found this jacket.
Guarantee you I could find this jacket at any number of thrift stores.
or real estate developers.
Seriously, where's your car, Dougie? Did you leave it for?
Well, it's about to be blown up. So
Yeah,
you don't want to have to worry about it
just,
for too much longer.
Yep. Naomi Watts is so good.
I love that it's one of those old school, like wood panel side doors.
Uh-huh.
Very, very retro.
Oh, see, Rancho Rosa. I think the investors had high hopes for Rancho Rosa.
Right.
But it just didn't go very well.
Well, consider it seems like the only residents there are Dougie and drugged out mother and her kid.
Well, in this house that Dougie was in, there's nobody even in that. They were just squatting.
Yeah. I mean, there's cars and driveways, but we never get to
look,
see
the cars with driveways have for sale signs.
This is true.
The driveways with cars have for sale signs on them. And there's other houses with boarded up windows.
So maybe they're all bailing. This is development's on its last legs, but it all looks so brand new.
Yeah.
So
we have a couple of high rises in Columbus that were supposed to be condos by like a crooked condo dealer. I
never noticed all those for sale signs. That's a good observation.
Yeah. And just reminds me of that Simpsons. Grandma, I put money down on a condo, but then they lost funding. That crane just sits there all day. It's just best of intentions, but this doesn't end well for this. If you bought a house there, I feel bad for you because.
Can you imagine the property value on this? Really low, I have to think. Dougie Love.
God, I would just.
That sounds like a late night DJ for a '70s station.
Seriously, you're listening to Dougie Love.
Listen to
It's
Dougie
the
Love.
God.
the love Doug.
The Love Doug.
I'm Herbie the Love
Herbie
Doug.
the Love Doug. Yep.
All right.
I always find it interesting that there's other industry in Las Vegas, and there's tons of it. I just think it's fascinating because it's, nobody thinks about it. Yeah, one of his episodes.
Yeah.
So
I kind of want to see. I wish we had the ability to get like a prequel to this. Because I want to know what Dougie's life was like before he becomes before he gets brought back to the Black Lodge and deflated.
Dougie Jones Fire Walk with Me, where it's like the week before Dougie Jones turns into this half Dougie, half Cooper hybrid.
Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Dougie.
Fire Walk with Dougie. Yep.
Or Shuffle with Dougie.
Aw.
It's like Lawman.
Huh.
Looks kind of familiar.
Pretty good
Gun.
at gun.
Lawman with a gun. Yeah,
I think I used to be really good at target practice. Two in the eyes.
I used to shoot with the other arm, though.
See? It's starting.
And now we
Every little thing.
And now we wait for a bird to poop on the shoulder.
Yeah, well. Here's a statue.
And by this time, a lot of Twin Peaks fans were going, "Can we get Cooper back now, please?
Oh my God!
Make it stop." But we're only just beginning, really.
Yeah, we've got, what do we have, 13 more episodes of this, basically?
I think it's a little less.
I think we only have, 11 more.
Yeah, I think it's more, it's 10 or 11.
Yeah, something like that.
I think he comes back in 16.
But it's a wonderfully triumphant moment when it happens.
Right. I mean, there is a payoff, at least. So we have that now to take comfort in.
Yeah.
It just takes a long time in getting there.
Oh.
Now here, if you notice,
what?
There's a guy carrying a lot of coffee cups, but rather easily because there's no coffee in them.
There's probably no coffee in them. Yeah, that would be...
But obviously he has to pretend that there's coffee, but there's no coffee in them because
that would have been
it's way too easy for him to carry those things around.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in an elevator. You see how easy you push that button? You couldn't do that
oh, yeah, no. You would be scalded.
Because he's got 8 cups of coffee there.
Yep. See, and I thought for sure this was going to do it.
We all did. We were all...
Yeah.
It was all part of the trap. It's a trap.
Yep. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
I got an extra one. You can have this one.
It's no, just give me all 8 of them so we can hurry up and get Cooper back.
Yeah.
We need that Cooper progress bar to keep moving along. It's kind of stuck on 30% right now, and it's not budging.
Uh-huh. He's just really trying to get at the coffee.
Well, it's because it's got that little bit of the lid. So he's got to find the hole in the lid so he can drink out of it.
Ah.
Damn good coffee. And hot.
Pretty damn good. Lucky 7 insurance. You need to be insured.
Lucky 7 Insurance, where you're lucky if you're insured. And there's an actual payoff.
See, and here's the thing. I mean, everybody knows that Dougie has had some problems, and he's been, out for a while.
Right.
So.
But they should recognize the jacket, so it's they should be cool with that.
I gotta say, it's really nice how everybody's so helpful for Dougie.
Well, it is. It's a very progressive office. They probably have they probably had training seminars on all this. What do you want to bet?
Yeah, they probably were okay, when Dougie comes back.
Yeah, we gotta the HR came in and they made everybody sit through a 20-minute training video. How to deal with someone who's mentally challenged.
Yep.
and lost a lot of weight.
Haircut. Yeah, new haircut. Now I think you both have been hitting the salon for a dye job.
Yeah, there's a lot of hair dye in that scene.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Count McLaughlin's is pretty good here. Whoever did it did a good job.
Yeah. It looks a lot more natural than Tom Sizemore's.
Oh, heck yeah.
But I'm wondering, that could be intentional, though.
I think it's actually that, spray-on hair.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah. Oh, Darren's not being all that great.
Shot down. Cooper. Come back to us, Cooper.
Yeah. I do think it's funny that he's drinking Frank's coffee.
Right. Frank, once he finds out, is not too happy about that.
No, just like Frank Silva.
Yes.
Yeah. You never drink your coffee. You want this green tea?
Come on, man. No, I don't want your effing green latte.
Green tea lattes are delicious.
Get the F out of here.
See, and
He
another one. I was
should be like Dave Chappelle in that one scene, like where he knocks over the water, only he should knock over the coffee cup and just bolt out of the room.
That'd be good. Yeah. Yeah, see, he likes the green tea latte. It's tasty.
He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
Out of all the things you could get extra at the coffee place, why would you get a green tea latte?
Well,
It seems oddly specific.
There's always that one guy.
There's always that one guy.
Usually it's me, but...
No, I just mean, you would think that just like a plain black coffee would be the most universal thing that you could get an extra one of.
Well, maybe it was his, and so we offered him his.
No, he said he got an extra one.
Oh, okay.
In the elevator.
I don't know. That is kind of weird. Maybe you just said, maybe it's like donuts. You say, give me an assortment.
Yeah, just give me whatever you got. I just need 8 things.
Yeah, just whatever the first 8 things you make, we'll take that. I'm in a rush. Bushnell Mullins, everybody.
Bushnell Mullins, everybody.
Don Murray.
Yep. And
if I was at this meeting, I would be browsing Twitter on my phone. Just saying.
I think a lot of people might be.
Yeah.
Littlefield was an arsonist. Maybe. I don't think... Here's the thing. Yeah. I don't think Tom Sizemore is on the level, you guys.
No, say it ain't so. He's usually such an up-and-up character.
I know, I was going to say, I don't know if I think that because I know the story, or because it's Tom Sizemore.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like, he's the, what do I want to say? Oh, Sean, like Sean Bean gets killed in every movie.
Or like William Atherton is always a bad guy.
Yeah.
Or at least a douchebag in everything he's ever been in.
Right. He has that, Mr. Punchable face. Yes.
Yeah. And I swear to you, I have never seen Ernie Hudson not as some sort of uniformed character. He's either a cop or military or something, or, Ghostbuster.
Right.
Which, by the way, is 35 years old this year. I don't even want to think about that.
And he's coming back for the new movie.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited about that.
I am too.
I'm kind of excited about it, but I'm going to really, really miss Harold Ramis.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard one to get over. Hopefully they do a nice tribute.
I had such a crush on Egon when I was a kid.
But Annie Potts is going to be there, so maybe she'll she could be filling the Spengler void.
Is Moranis coming back?
Not at last report.
Mm.
He's one of the holdouts, him and Murray, but Murray was spotted on set.
Murray was spotted.
So maybe Murray just makes a cameo.
See, agent, you know that word. Come on back, Cooper.
You're so close. You can do it.
Oh, you can do this.
Come on, Cooper. Give us a little hope.
Yep, Bushnell Mullins back in his boxing days.
Yep. Yeah, apparently he used to fight.
In the 50s.
Yep. Yeah. So, 60 years ago, he fought. Which means he's probably 80.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See?
Dougie getting crap from the man.
Case files.
Oh,
come on back.
Oh,
Becky doesn't remember how to pee.
Yeah, just now, if you'll excuse me, I really have to urinate. This is kind of an HR violation. Just saying, Dougie.
Sneaking into the ladies' room?
Or Cooper, rather. It's so confusing. I just want to call him Duper.
That's a good one.
Because he's not quite Cooper. And he's
still kind of Dougie.
He's Duper.
Yeah, he's kind of Cooper. He's kind of Dougie. Gross. It's the bathroom. All right, I've never I'm just going to say it. I've never understood,
Yeah.
like, the Mile High Club.
Right.
Or anything where somebody is going to try and get some action in a bathroom somewhere.
Well, some people get turned on by the thrill of getting caught, or just.
But it's the bathroom, like, and it's always the skankiest places. Like
it's kind of hard to have privacy on an airplane.
That's what I'm saying. But the bathroom, where you have
Yeah, well, I mean, it's occupied. You close the door and you can,
yeah.
but it's a really tight fit. It's like
really
it's essentially like having sex in a coffin.
And I would really
or a phone
rather
booth.
pee my pants than go to the bathroom in most clubs that I've been to. It's just disgusting.
Yeah.
Hello.
And God forbid, you hit flush with the toilet lid up, and that whole vacuum thing happens while you're
just gets shut down
in the middle of the act. So that could be awkward.
Mr. Jackpots.
Mr. Jackpots.
Aww.
Candy, Mandy, and Sandy.
Poor guy. Hey, it's your faulty machines that did this, not me.
Right. Yeah.
Look,
he put money in and pulled the lever. What do you want from me, man?
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
$425,000.
Boosh.
Yeah.
Never ain't got time for you, man.
Yeah. You're not in on this. No, I'm not in on it.
He's one of my favorite character actors, by the way.
Who?
Robert Knepper.
Oh, yeah.
He's a lot of fun. I mean, he was great on Heroes. He was great on iZombie. Just a lot of fun to watch.
Nice.
Transporter 3, I think it was. A lot of fun.
Mr. Jackpots.
And I'm surprised that, what a great comedic timing he's got in this series.
Oh, yeah. The two of them together as the Mission Brothers are fantastic.
Right. Because sometimes with Jim Belushi, you go, it's Jim Belushi, like the Diet Coke of Jim Belushi. Or, I mean, John Belushi. That's what I meant. The Diet Coke of John Belushi.
Here's the thing about Jim Belushi for me, though.
Right.
I am a huge fan of The Man with One Red Shoe.
Okay. I've never seen that movie. I've never seen that movie.
What?
See? I know. Look at how many movies you have to educate me on.
Charles, you just have to come over.
I know.
And I will remedy.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm remedying this for you.
We need like a movie club.
Yeah, we do. We totally do.
Like how people have
a new podcast.
How people have book clubs? We need a movie club.
Yeah, once a month we're going to do movies.
There you go.
We're going to do movie podcasts. Movies Charles hasn't seen. And then
that might be a very limited download range on that one.
I don't know.
Unless we talk about
I haven't seen The Frighteners either.
No, I have not.
I got 2 months lined up already.
I'm too busy watching Star Wars for like the 47th time.
Exactly. I got to watch reruns of Next Gen when I'm eating my lunch in the afternoon. Oh my God! Pennywise the Clown's gonna be there.
Can't sleep. Clowns will get me.
Clown will eat me.
Clown will eat me. Yeah, that's it.
It Part 2, by the way. Yeah. Excellent.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, pretty much excellent.
That one I'm going to see, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yep.
So you approve of that?
I approve of it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's good to know. So now I want to go see it more, because I heard kind of things about it.
It is worth it 100% for Bill Hader. He's fantastic.
Excellent. He's always good.
Yeah.
So here we feel even worse for Crack Mom's kid.
Yeah.
Because he goes wandering in the street unsupervised.
And he's just found a bomb.
Yeah, he's just found, not of all things, he finds a bomb under somebody's car. And he touches it.
Yeah. You know why? Because you can't tell me that is not just a spray painted air hockey handle.
Yep.
That's air hockey. Yeah, get out of here. And now
they throw rocks at him. Yeah, you guys totally get what's coming to you. Like they're in here to steal the car. And this is where the karma sets in. Get it? Karma.
This kid is having quite the traumatic day.
Yeah. Bad enough his mom.
You guys just drive away.
So let's kind of recap here. His mom is Crack Mom. He just got thrown rocks at. Guys, carjackers came in to throw rocks at him so they could steal this guy's car. And he just watched them all go up in a ball of flame.
Yeah.
And then he has
he's back home, and I guarantee you...
Then he has to go back to Crack
Pennywise
Mom.
the Clown is there somewhere. And he's got to live with Pennywise the Clown.
You still here?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Mom.
Oh, all right. Well, at least he's still alive. I can.
All right, I can go back to sleep now.
I can do some more crack.
Yeah.
Oh man. See, I'm telling you, this is not a good neighborhood.
No. Now he goes up and grows up to be a pyromaniac.
I want to know what happens.
Or a supervillain, one or the other.
Yeah,
or both.
I want to see what happens.
Maybe both. So Jade at the car wash.
Come on, y'all, now sing it with me. Car wash, yeah.
Hey, you're a hoe. You're a hoe, right? It's the room 315 key, you guys. Clean place, reasonably priced. I love that it says that on the key, on the back of the key.
I know, that's what I need.
Clean place, reasonably priced.
Reasonably priced.
Yep. It's pretty epic.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, this is my job in the entire series here, is to mail a room, like a old hotel room key back to the Great Northern.
Well, and she gets to give 2 rides. Norma!
And there was much rejoicing.
And there's much rejoicing for Norma.
We miss you, Peggy Lipton.
We miss you so much.
It's the double R, and nothing has changed. Hardly.
Yeah, hardly.
Like maybe they redid the varnish on the paneling.
Yeah, this place was redone.
Right.
To look like it used to, and it really did. I think I told you when we first watched this episode, Charles, where that guy is sitting, that's exactly where I sat when I was there.
Nice. This is a Formica table.
Yellow
is right. Yeah, yellow is his color.
Yeah. And that's what I did. I took a picture of the Formica table, and that's what I did as my caption.
That is awesome.
Yep.
I am so jealous that you were there.
Twice.
Now you're just now you're just twisting the knife.
Norma's been watching Shelly make bad decisions for 30 years now.
Yeah, she should be used to this. Now, granted, Shelly's trying to help out her kid. Okay.
She's trying to help out her kid, but she's unfortunately also...
But she needs to give the tough love at this point. She tells her she loves her. That's it. I'm going back to Riverdale. And Xan is hypnotized.
Xan just had a heart hiccup.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Are you okay?
Yep.
I'm sorry. So I'll
be all right.
So we have reunited once again. Shelly Johnson, or Shelly Briggs, as it turns out.
Shelly Briggs.
Briggs and Norma Jennings, who I don't know why she would have kept Jennings after everything that happened with Hank the last time, but okay.
Well, she owns a business in the name of Jennings.
Oh, that's true. So maybe because it's under her name, that name, she has to keep her name.
Yep. See, the problem is when she helps Becky, she helps Steven.
Right.
And
because she just turns around and gives the money right to Steven.
Yeah. The only way to help Becky is to get her away from him and have her come live with you. Even if that means Red is there sometimes too. Right. I don't care. She's not with Steven. That's the important thing.
Yeah. Somebody needs to point out to Steven that when you're a ginger, mustaches are not the way to go. Ginger mustaches are right out.
Well, ginger mustaches, you got to go big or you got to go home. You know?
Yeah.
It's like you got to really, really commit to it. You got to be like...
Let's see.
I'm trying to think of a good... you got to be like huge bushy beard mustache, or because this can't grow a mustache problem. That's an issue.
But bad boy in a flashy car. Yep. Shelly's daughter has a type, just like mom.
Yeah. Turns out all he wanted was a maid he didn't have to pay.
Apple does not far fall from the tree.
Yeah. And it's sad because, her parents are very loving. I mean, say what you want to about Bobby. He's very loving when it comes to Becky.
Right.
And, he's a cop.
I mean, as far as we know, Bobby wasn't a bad dad.
Yeah. Where are you gonna go out to dinner? There's like one restaurant here.
Yeah, exactly.
And your mom works at it.
We have to go out of town to go to somewhere else to dinner. Because we've never seen another restaurant in this series ever. Maybe the dining room of the Grey Northern. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, great good. Effing feedback, as in get out.
Yep, as in get the hell out and get the hell away from my daughter.
Right.
Yeah. Apparently, yes, he also does cocaine, but, there's also heroin. So.
You notice these two sniff like Donald Trump at the podium? I wonder if there's,
any...
what does that mean? Just saying.
Okay, you know what? This, girls don't like this when you're trying to win them over. All right? Just tell you that right now.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for Becky, she's like kind of high right now.
Yeah, poor thing. And when you're 17, yeah, seriously. When you're 17, the cool guy in the fast car, that might be fun. But when you're married to the cool guy who can't hold a job and does heroin and cocaine and still has the same crappy fast car,
Now I love this sequence right here. Lynch, with an overhead camera, with the light.
Yep.
The sunlight beaming down, or supposed to be the sunlight beaming down. And she has these big eyes and this big smile, and it just fills up the screen.
Oh, yeah.
And as the Paris Sisters, I Love How You Love Me plays.
Exactly. It's adorably tragic.
Right. And it's what Lynch does so well, that kind of retro 50s vibe.
Yeah.
But with darkness as the flip side.
That's exactly what he does. That is David Lynch right there. But,
that kind of dark Americana. Awkward moment in the elevator.
Yeah, I'm not here to judge anybody's life, but, you got to be self-sufficient. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Hopefully Dougie didn't fart in the elevator.
Yeah, get out of the way, Dougie. Move like a ninja.
He moved like a cobra. Dougie
Seriously.
Jones moved like a cobra.
Pennywise the clown again. What's going on?
All right. All those balloons, red balloons.
Something is not right in Las Vegas. Let me tell you. It's a lot of work to do overnight.
I kept waiting for like Dougie or Cooper to go like, okay, so the gun points at something, and then go toward that.
Yeah, I mean, I kept thinking that was going to be something too.
Like, is this supposed to be like a directional,
This
thing?
is just showing you how deeply lost inside of everything Cooper really is.
And you feel horrible for Cooper because he's trapped in there, and he can't get out.
He's trapped in there, and he can barely even remember why he's trapped. It's, he's...
He was trapped in the lodge for 25 years, and now he's trapped inside Dougie's shell of a body.
Seriously.
Meanwhile, at the Twin Peaks Sheriff's Department.
Meanwhile, with all the donuts ever.
I hope they have the insulin nearby.
My gosh. Just one bag of chips. Something.
I know. Like, where's your starches, man?
My God.
Maybe a bag of Doritos? Something?
A couple of peanuts? Some little bit of protein?
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe some baby carrots. Let's do something healthy.
There you go.
Where's a veggie tray?
Yeah.
Where's the veggie tray?
Some baby carrots, maybe, like some string cheese.
There you go.
Yeah. This isn't the worst thing in the world.
No. The party never stops at the Twin Peaks Sheriff's Department.
No, it sure doesn't. Don't you have to go to the bathroom yet, Hawk?
He just kind of sits there.
I love the look on Hawk's face.
Right.
Like, why are you saying that out loud to me?
Yeah, Hawk has this expression of like, why haven't I killed you after all this time?
Yeah.
And buried your body where nobody can find it.
It's because I have a soft spot for loose.
Things are going to pick up. Because it's almost time for Dr. Amp, kids. It's 7 o'clock.
Where your freedom is? Oh my gosh.
Winds up the record player. Rocking the Stars and Stripes from John Philip Sousa. We should record this as our intro.
We should do this as we should do a
like a Dr. Amp
tribute. Dr. Amp style video podcast sometime.
That would be kind of hilarious.
Oh my god.
With all the cheesy effects, I could totally do that.
Oh man.
Stuff I found like lying around my basement. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm on it.
Like an old like principal announcement microphone.
Right.
I love how he's not actually saying anything.
Right.
It's like that Simpsons.
Yeah. Well, he's got
DJ.
Yeah, exactly. It's the cosmic flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to admit he does have a good career ahead of him on Fox News.
He sure does. He's going to be the next Tucker Carlson
or Sean Hannity.
Oh God.
And here's now here's Jerry getting stoned in the woods watching Dr. Amp. That's how he spends his evening.
Which wouldn't you? I mean, my God.
Oh, got to do this.
I think I'm high.
Yes. Nadine.
So apparently Dr. Amp's audience considered basically consists of two people.
Yeah.
Jerry and Nadine. Those are the only two people listening to Dr. Amp.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, to be fair, we know how it is when you're podcasting, but...
Yeah, I love how he's not actually saying anything. He's just listing things.
Yeah, he's just rattling off random points. Like, he's got like a list of talking points, and it just goes right down them.
Drink your cocktail out of your beaker.
I'm kind of sad, though, he gave up the Hawaiian theme. Like, whatever happened? What happened? Yeah, what happened to his love for Hawaii?
Oh.
In the immortal words of Pete Seeger, if I had a hammer, guess what?
I've got a hammer.
And a golden shovel. It must be 3 o'clock.
Dr. Amp. Oh, man. There's Nadine with her little...
Nadine is in love, you guys. She's totally in love with Dr. Amp.
She's got total, like, Florence Nightingale syndrome.
Yeah.
For him. Oh.
So, Dr. Jacoby, YouTube star.
Oh my God, that is like the single greatest image.
Right. I love the dissolve.
I love it. Oh. This whole series is worth it for this commercial right here.
This is the scene we never knew that we wanted, and we
But
got it.
we needed so badly.
And it's only $29.99, you guys.
Plus shipping.
Plus shipping.
Yes.
P.O. Box 479 at Twin Peaks, Washington. Allow 2 to 4 weeks for
delivery. I still want to send $30 to that and see what happens. I just want to see what happens.
Maybe you get the golden shovel. Maybe you don't. We'll find out.
Charles, why haven't we just made golden shovels yet?
Yep. We should start up a Kickstarter to get $30 so we can send it to Dr. Amp. Just to see what happens.
Seriously, why haven't we just gone to a garage sale
or True Value hardware store
and found a used shovel
and spray painted it gold?
Spray painted it gold. Where have we been?
I have no idea.
I don't know what we've been doing with our crafting time.
But you got to remember, 2 coats.
Guaranteed. Yep. Oh yes, Colonel Davis.
Yep.
The amazing Ernie Hudson.
Colonel Winston Zeddemore Davis.
Yep. Ernie Hudson, by the way, is the example I give when I talk about how volunteer staff at Comic-Cons they think they get power hungry.
Right.
And they get mad with power like they're some sort of Comic-Con dictator.
Yeah.
I was at Dragon Con one year, and I saw some volunteer actually make Ernie Hudson show him his badge before he let him in the room.
Seriously? They power tripped on to Ernie Hudson?
Uh-huh. And I just wanted to say, that's Winston effing Zeddemore, okay? Right. If you don't know who he is, you need to get the hell out of here.
So, meanwhile, at the Roadhouse, we have...
Now it's the sad part of the episode.
David Lynch's... No, it's not the sad part this week. And I'll tell you why. Because this isn't the last scene of the episode.
I know, but it's close.
It's close, but it's not the last scene, for once.
No, but
this is the exception to the rule.
This is the exception to the rule, but yeah, usually we see the Roadhouse and...
So the kid playing guitar is Riley Lynch, grandson of David Lynch.
Yes. Jennifer's son, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. See, this is a sad episode, Charles. Yep. We have to look at Richard.
Yep. And this is the band Trouble playing Snake Eyes. And one of the members, in addition to Riley Lynch, is Dean Hurley, who does a lot of the incidental sound effect that you hear throughout Twin Peaks: The Return.
Yeah, he's done some records with David Lynch that are fabulous.
And he actually did a whole album of all the sound effects that he did in Twin Peaks: The Return.
He did, and I have it, and it is wonderful.
I need to borrow that so I can burn the copy or something, because I want to listen to
it. You can see.
Yep.
You got a lot to do when you come over here, Charles. That's all I'm saying.
I could spend the entire year over there.
Yeah, just you're
gonna start charging me rent.
We'll have a little, we'll have like a little, media exchange slumber party.
That would be awesome. I'll bring over a big cardboard box full of stuff, and then we can just trade stuff for the week.
Yep.
And then come back the next week and then pick it up, and we do it all again. The exchange program. So this is our first. Yeah, this is our first indication of. Well, this is our introduction to Richard Horne.
Yeah.
And our first indication of what a complete douche, scum of the earth, horrible person he is.
And
Estain.
Chad for being in league with him.
Right. Chad giving him a pass on the smoking. In the non-smoking section. But, hey, this is why. Because, he just gets the... the cigarette pack is Morley's. And if you're an
Who else smokes those?
Yeah.
Charles?
Why, it could be the cigarette smoking man on the X-Files.
Yep.
So it's a nice little nod to David Duchovny being on the X-Files there.
Could it be William Davis's character in the X-Files?
Could be. William S. Davis.
I think it is. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
The cigarette
Football is
man.
empty. Cigarette box is empty. I'm looking for Santa Claus.
Go deep.
Yeah, don't... stay the hell away from him, young lady.
Don't make me tell your mother.
Richard.
Interesting that, young women these days are wearing capri pants.
Capri pants are very comfortable. See, I told you, stay the hell away from him.
Yeah.
He is a horrible, horrible person, and...
Now, one of the women that's glaring at Richard right now is Jane Levy, who, if you saw season 1 of Castle Rock, was really good in that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's in Castle Rock.
I need to get caught up on that, actually.
Yeah, highly recommended.
Yeah, see, here's the thing about...
Season 2 is about to start.
Richard is a vicious bastard, and I'm glad he's dead.
Pretty much. How we hated Ben because he was kind of horrible? Well, guess what? His grandson's even worse.
Ben is like Jesus compared to his grandson.
Now we're like, oh, it's not the end. Because, hey, we're cutting back to Tammy.
This is what I would be doing, like, all day.
Yeah.
If I was trying to find... if I was on a case that had to do with Agent Cooper, I'd just be staring at his picture all day long.
Yeah. Now, you got to give credit to Tammy here, because she's keeping her head down, she's doing her work, doing her job.
Yep.
Getting it done. She's doing the grunt work.
She's doing the grunt work.
Comparing fingerprints right now, and she's going to notice that, oh, hey, Mr. C's fingerprints are kind of the reverse.
They're backwards.
They're backwards of Dale Cooper's.
Yeah, how does that happen?
Exactly.
That's an odd situation.
What?
What?
It's like those whorls are completely backwards.
They're backwards. Did somebody just enter them wrong? No, they're actually backwards.
Did somebody, copy and paste and then, reverse the image?
Yeah, you would think. Oh my gosh.
Somebody's messing with me.
Somebody's messing around here.
Is that Bob in accounting again? Damn it, Bob.
Bob in accounting!
So here we get Warden Murphy. Oh, I get all echoey.
Oh yeah, sorry. I had to disconnect you there for a second.
She jettisoned from the podcast for a brief moment.
I did.
She hit the eject button.
I hit, eject buckaroo. Now I'm trying to find something that I can't find. It's driving me crazy. You know how that goes.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Yeah.
So, guess who's about to get his phone call?
Yeah, this is not going to be good.
No. This is why we learned that you never give Mr. C a phone call.
No.
Even if he's legally obligated to have one, don't give it to him.
Don't do it. Yeah, you just really, really shouldn't do it.
It's a really bad idea.
It's a really bad idea.
Ghostbusters. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Should I call Daryl Strawberry? What? From
Daryl.
the 1980s Mets? Yeah. And then and the little tear comes out of Daryl Strawberry's face.
Daryl.
Xan should catch that reference.
Yeah.
Tear.
You made the Simpsons reference, not me.
This is true.
Good times. I'm impressed.
This is why we worked well together.
This is why we work together on these things.
I think we work well together.
I think we do, yeah.
We've done 62 of these things, so I hope so. But
holy crap, have we really?
Yes, we have.
Wow, check us out.
I know, it seems much longer for you, right?
Oh, no. It seems like we've just done 6 of them.
All of a sudden, we go techno. The system is down. The system is down.
The cheat is grounded.
How many times I tell you, we didn't know how to install that light switch for you to play with. You're not supposed to play with the light switch. Turning it on and off.
So funny. I don't know where my Dean Hurley records are.
Yes, we just connected Strong Bad to Mr. C causing all kinds of chaos
don't question it.
In the prison. Just roll with it, guys.
Yep, that's what we did. Look out, Buenos Aires.
Because we're loners, Daddy.
But
we're rebels.
Is going to call, and he is just a ghost inside of a giant steam pot.
Searching for David Bowie.
Searching for David Bowie. Yep.
I'm Leonard Nimoy, and in search of.
This is In Search of. Which was an excellent show, by the way.
Now, what just happened? It shrunk.
What? What am I looking at here?
It went all condensed. How does that happen, and why? Why does it happen? We never know.
What is going on in Buenos Aires?
Silencio. Now we get the sad sax music of Windswept by Johnny Jewel.
Windswept, yep. And now the sad moment when we learn that the show's over.
The credits. So we get sad saxophone credit music.
Yep. It's very depressing.
Yeah, Heidi with her blink and you miss her cameo.
Uh-huh. Yep. Heidi and you blink and you miss her.
She's there, though.
She's there.
Yep.
She's getting seconds on Knockwurst. She's there. You can see her.
Sam Smith. No, not that Sam Smith. Different Sam Smith.
Different Sam Smith.
Yeah. Not the mopey, like, Robert Smith from The Cure wannabe.
Yeah,
Sam
I
Smith.
can't get into the Sam Smith. He's just a little too...
I've got in for Sam Smith ever since he screwed up the opening theme to Spectre, which should have been Radiohead's version.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that either.
I love the Radiohead's Spectre song. I love it.
I don't know what the deal.
But I'm a big Radiohead fan, so
yeah,
I'm Radiohead guy. I'm Radiohead guy.
Yeah, especially after what's it? The Oscar-winning Skyfall.
Yes.
That was just kind of a downer.
And that was the last song that should have. Oh, Adele's Skyfall should have won. Yes.
Yeah, it did. It won the Oscar.
Yeah, and it's to be fair, it's kind of hard to top Adele's Skyfall.
Yeah,
which was one of my favorite Bond themes ever.
Oh, it's legit my favorite Bond theme.
I think mine might be "The World Is Not Enough" by Garbage.
Oh, that's who did that. I was trying to remember who did that one.
Yeah, it's Garbage, and it's great. I love it. I love that song. But gotcha. I think Skyfall might be number 2 or number 3 for me.
Skyfall is definitely number 1. And then...
this is James Bond talk by you guys. Bond theme talk.
You Only Live Twice. It's probably my second favorite.
That's up there. Nancy Sinatra, you can't go wrong with that.
That's just that one's so pretty.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I like, let's see, Aha's The Living Daylights.
Oh my god, that's right.
Because it's so 80s. I love it.
Who did License to Kill?
That was Gladys Knight.
Was that Gladys Knight? Okay.
Yeah. That's not one of my favorites.
No, it's not one of my favorite.
But
anything, frankly.
Let's see what else. Live and Let Die, obviously, by Paul McCartney and Wings.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and embarrass myself here.
Yeah.
With what my third favorite.
Okay.
One is. It's For Your Eyes Only.
That's okay. Sheena Easton, can't go wrong with that one.
Yeah, I love For Your Eyes Only.
Yep.
And I like View to a Kill. I think View to a Kill is pretty good.
Duran, can't go wrong with that. I like Sheryl Crow's Tomorrow Never Dies.
Tomorrow Never Dies is good.
Yeah.
I liked Madonna's Die Another Day. I thought it was very different.
That I don't like. That's probably my least favorite Bond theme ever. No. Maybe not least favorite, but it's down there.
I have a really hard time with Live and Let Die, though.
Why?
Because it's so grammatically torturous.
Okay.
And in this ever-changing world in which we live in,
yes.
oh God, it just my skin crawls every time I hear it.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I get that, but
it's
having listened to so many Beatles songs, you just kind of get used to that, like lyrical nonsense. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's just.
Yeah, I get
really,
that. I
find it really upsetting.
That's okay. That's fair.
Yeah, I can't handle that stuff. It's not a bad song after that.
Right. Oh, and I like Chris Cornell's "You Know My Name" from Casino Royale.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
It's a good little rockin'.
I think it's weird though when they're not when it's not the name of the song.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's like, shouldn't you figure it? But to be fair, how are you going to do a song named "Quantum of Solace"?
Yeah.
So you had to do it. They had to do Jack White and Alicia Keys had to do Another Way to Die, which actually is a better Bond title.
Yeah.
Another Way to Die.
Yeah, that is a better Bond title. Very, very true.
So I kind of
also
should have named the movie after the song title. I know we got off this really big James Bond rant, you guys, but it's kind of...
we got a big James Bond rant, didn't we?
But it's worth it. I don't know. We digress. It's what we do.
Yeah, we digress.
But we got through the episode pretty quickly, so...
Yeah, we did.
So this is kind of like this is kind of like our bonus. You know, normally it's like close to 9 o'clock by now.
Yeah, I know. So we're
actually pretty good on time for once.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm impressed with us.
So we got the dedication. Hey, it had to happen eventually. Law of averages kicked in. We actually stayed on time.
I know, right?
Weird.
Amazing.
So then we got the dedication to Marv Roseanne, who's played Toad, of course. Toad back in the kitchen in the afterlife.
Yep.
So you can hide out in the kitchen up there. What's your rating for this one?
Oh, my rating for this one is probably 9 green tea lattes.
Okay, nice. You really got fixated on those green tea lattes.
I just think it's so funny. Like, out of all the things you could get, it's the green tea latte. I think that's bizarre. I like this one because of all the characters that are coming back.
Right.
And this episode is like almost a 10 for me because of the Dr. Amp.
So that's what makes it a home run for you almost?
The Dr. Amp really knocks it out of the park for me.
I only give this one 8.5, but because it just, it's I think there's a little too much of the Lucky 7 insurance for my liking, because it just kind of slows everything down.
Okay.
We do get a lot of character intros though, and a lot of returning characters, so that's definitely in his favor.
Okay.
The Dr. Amp's, you can't go wrong with the Dr. Amp scene.
No,
Hands
that's
down.
the thing.
The
Dr. Amp is like makes it all worthwhile.
Right. But we know that we do get better episodes than this, so that's why I kind of keep this one a little lower. So I give it 8.5. Keys to room 315 at the Great Northern Hotel.
That's a good one.
Yeah, thrown in the mailbox.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep. Because Jade give 2 keys.
Yeah, she's getting the ball rolling here for us.
Yep. So it's all right. Like a very non-impacting character actually does something that sort of drives the plot.
Yeah, she does something very impactful. So
credit where it's due. Yeah. Good job, Jade.
Good work, Andy.
So we didn't get any feedback this time, so I'm kind of disappointed. So
I hope everybody's still having a nice time listening. Yeah,
I know. It's like, okay, summer's over. We got to get back in the whole fall mindset. I know it's kind of hard considering that. Oh, gee, it's supposed to be like 90 degrees next week here in Ohio. It was kind of nice today. Nice 70-degree day.
Today.
It was like, very seasonal, and then we're back to summer next week.
Yeah,
in fall.
Tired of this prep.
Yeah, it's like
I want it.
It's late September. It should be getting a little crisper.
It's gonna be October next week.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're gonna jump again from summer straight to winter.
That's not cool.
And that's not cool.
Yeah.
But hey, we know why. But is anything being done about it? Nope.
How dare you?
I know, right? Yeah. Exactly. So, points to Greta this week.
Points to Greta. Yep.
So, our new hero. There's one. My wife shared something, which I shared on Facebook that it was a nice little meme, a Greta meme. It was like into every generation a Slayer is born.
I saw that, and I thought that was great.
That's pretty epic. So
that's
why I shared it, because I was like, yes.
That's awesome.
So points to whoever made that meme. I got to get points there.
Agreed.
All right. So if you want to give us feedback, we'd love to hear your feedback. We got some big episodes coming up. Episode 6 is another big one.
Yep.
And we're only 2 away after that from the big part 8.
Oh, see,
Coming
I
up.
can't wait for part 8.
Coming
that
up.
one's going to be hard for me to talk. I'm just going to mesmerize.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to talk over that, because it's mostly like swirly special effects. So we either have to we're going to have to be like extra snarky, or we're going to have to come up with some activities or something to kind of help.
I see extra snarky. I say let's go with that.
All right. So we have to, we're going to have to maybe start writing some material for part 8.
Yeah.
So
we can do that.
But if you want to write to us, we definitely would love to hear from you. So write to us at ghostwoodpodcast@gmail.com. Ghostwoodpodcast@thegmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Please reach out to us. Reach out to us on Twitter @GhostwoodCast, or Ghostwood the Twin Peaks Podcast on the Facebook. We definitely appreciate that as well.
Heck yeah.
We're only I think 7 away from 100 on Facebook. So if you could if you know somebody,
come on, yeah, like us.
Yeah, give us some likes. Or if you know somebody that hasn't already liked the page, please have them like the page. Hey. We'd like to at least get to 100.
I don't think
it's that much to ask. Hopefully.
No, I still think it'd be awesome.
Yeah, so if you could help us out and do us a solid, that'd be great. Twitter, we're doing great on Twitter. We got 300, I think, at least on Twitter. So we're doing pretty good there.
Twitter's where it's at, man.
We'd always love more, of course. And so reach out to us. We definitely love to hear from you. And then also, please go to Apple Podcasts, rate and review us, because that helps people find us. We definitely appreciate that. If you're so inclined. Hopefully you enjoy the podcast. Hopefully you enjoy what we do here. Otherwise, Zan, where can they reach you on the interwebs?
Well, I am on the Twitter and on the Insta as Udinax19. And, of course, I'm Xan Sprouse on Facebook. And I haunt the Ghostwood page on all of those places. What about you, Charles?
And she's great. So, yeah, you should definitely like and follow her. Of course, me, @CharlesSkaggs on Twitter, @CharlesSkaggs on the Instagram. Facebook, of course, Charles Skaggs in Hilliard, Ohio. And my blog of geeky things. Come on, you.
Damn good coffee. And hot.
See, you don't get much more Twin Peaks related than that.
No, you do not.
Damn good coffee and hot, where I talk about all the stuff we talk about here on Ghostwood, including Twin Peaks stuff as it comes out, David Lynch stuff, all kinds of comic books, sci-fi news of my other podcasts that I do for Southgate Media Group, including Titan Talk, the Titans podcast that I do with Jesse Jackson, where we talk about all things Titans and Doom Patrol. The DC Universe series Titans is on season 2, and we're talking about that right now and having a lot of fun, getting a lot of great feedback on that. So if you dig the Titan series, please check us out on Titan Talk. We definitely appreciate that. Otherwise, you can reach us Next Stop Everywhere, the Doctor Who podcast that Xan, of course, has been on and done great things. And hopefully
maybe going to be on again.
Going to be on again. Yeah, stay tuned. And so right now, Jesse and I, this Sunday, we're going to talk No Place, which is the first audio adventure from Big Finish Productions, which, of course, features the return of David Tennant as the 10th Doctor and Catherine Tate as Donna Noble. And even better, Bernard Cribbins as Wilf is back. And and Jacqueline King as Sylvia, Donna's horrible mother, Sylvia
Donna's
Noble.
horrible mother.
And that's a lot of fun. I've listened to the audio this week in preparation for that. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, so Jesse and I are going to be reviewing that, and then we're going to be talking, and then we're going to be talking Turn Left, which is another great Donna Noble story, where one of our lovely people, Holly McMiller, is going to be joining me for that, and then all kinds of other people are going to be joining us for all kinds of classic Who, modern Who. So please check that out. Next Stop Everywhere, the Doctor Who podcast. We definitely appreciate that. And the Phantom Zone podcast that Jesse and I also do. We just wrapped up The Boys season 1 and Krypton season 2, and may end up talking Watchmen on that because we've Jesse recently rewatched Watchmen to discuss on another podcast. One that I did recently with DJ Nick which is called...
Oh, that's right. I saw you did that.
Yeah, it's called Happiness in Darkness. It's on SoundCloud. And I believe I shared the link on my Facebook page.
You did.
But I was the first guest on that, and I got to talk the 1978 Superman movie, my all-time favorite superhero
movie. Mine too.
So,
and
yes.
My all-time favorite John Williams score.
Exactly. That's one of the reasons why it's my all-time favorite, because give me another score that tops John Williams' Superman score. You can't.
You can't.
You can't.
No.
No.
And this is for the person that's got a Star Wars quote engraved on her wedding ring.
Right.
Okay. I can't give you a better score. No, he's...
Yeah.
It's the best.
It's iconic, that score.
And I hate to say it, man. I hate to say that somebody's best thing was 40 years ago, but
right.
That's not to say that everything he has done since then isn't fantastic.
Right.
Because it is.
Yeah.
I mean, John Williams, he's fantastic.
I love his Force Awakens score that he did recently.
I love the Harry Potter scores.
Yeah, they're great too.
I love the Home Alone score. I think it's a great score.
Yeah.
But top the Superman.
Seems glitchy.
I don't know if it's the Skype or if it's me. I'm having trouble over here. So.
I noticed. So we better bail out of here so Xan can go off and on that note, I should mention that next time on Ghostwood, we're going to discuss Don't Die. So Xan, don't die.
That's good advice for just about anybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend that. So come back, hopefully in 2 weeks, and that'll be episode 6 of Twin Peaks season 3, a.k.a. The Return, part 6, and we're going to talk Don't Die.
Don't die.
So please come back for that.
Good advice, Mike.
Yep. And hopefully Xan takes it to heart, pun intended. And so that was a really horrible pun.
Philip Jeffries tells me to do.
There you go.
Not Philip Jeffries, Philip Gerard.
There you go. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Mike. So.
No, you can't.
Not bonehead boyfriend Mike. This is
not bonehead boyfriend.
This is this is all caps Mike.
Yeah, all caps Mike.
All caps Mike.
Exactly.
All right. Everybody, thank you so much for listening to Ghostwood. We really appreciate it. We love having you guys as listeners. We want to hear from you. And hope you come back for Don't Die next time on Ghostwood, the Twin Peaks podcast. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.